What if your personality isn't just who you are, but a hidden force shaping every relationship, decision, and emotion in your life? Most people think personality disorders are rare or easy to recognize, but many can hide behind behaviors that seem completely normal. Some create an overwhelming fear of rejection, while others make trust nearly impossible. One can make perfection feel more important than happiness, and another can turn small emotional setbacks into intense psychological pain. The surprising truth is that these disorders affect how people see themselves, others, and the world around them. So let's count down every major personality disorder and discover what is really happening inside the human mind. Number 10. Paranoid personality disorder. Imagine constantly feeling like people are hiding something from you. Individuals with paranoid personality disorder often experience deep and persistent distrust toward others, even when there is little evidence to support their suspicions. Researchers have found that the brain tends to interpret neutral situations as potentially threatening, causing ordinary interactions to feel risky. A harmless comment may seem like an insult. A simple mistake may appear intentional. Because trust becomes difficult, relationships often suffer. People with this disorder may guard personal information carefully, question the motives of friends and family, and remain highly alert for signs of betrayal. Over time, this constant suspicion can create loneliness and social isolation. The individual is not necessarily trying to be difficult or hostile. Instead, their brain often treats uncertainty as danger. This makes forming close relationships challenging and can influence nearly every decision involving trust, cooperation, and emotional connection throughout daily life. Number 9. Schizoid personality disorder. Unlike social anxiety, where people want connection but fear judgment, individuals with schizoid traits frequently prefer solitude. The brain seems less motivated by social rewards that many people naturally seek. Close friendships, romantic relationships, and group activities may hold little appeal. As a result, they often spend large amounts of time alone pursuing personal interests. Others may mistakenly view them as cold or uncaring, but their internal experience is often more complex. Emotional reactions may exist, but remain largely private. Because society places strong value on social engagement, individuals with this disorder can feel misunderstood. Their preference for distance influences career choices, daily routines, and personal relationships, creating a lifestyle that may look unusual compared to the expectations of most people. Number 8. Schizotypal personality disorder. Schizotypal personality disorder involves unusual patterns of thinking, perception, and behavior that can make social interactions difficult. Researchers have found that individuals often experience odd beliefs, unusual speech patterns, or perceptions that differ from those around them. They may believe events, carry special personal meaning, or feel unusually connected to ideas that others find strange. Social situations can be uncomfortable because they frequently feel different from everyone else. Unlike psychotic disorders, these experiences generally do not involve a complete loss of reality testing. However, the unusual thoughts and behaviors can still affect relationships and daily functioning. The brain processes information in ways that sometimes create misunderstandings with others. As a result, individuals may become isolated or develop significant social anxiety. Their unique perspective on the world often influences decision-making, communication, and how they interpret everyday experiences throughout life. Number 7. Antisocial personality disorder. Antisocial personality disorder is often misunderstood and heavily dramatized in popular media. In reality, it involves a long-term pattern of disregarding the rights, safety, and feelings of others. Researchers have found that individuals with this disorder may demonstrate impulsivity, deception, aggression, or a lack of remorse after harmful actions. Rules and social expectations often carry less emotional weight than they do for most people. As a result, risky or irresponsible behavior can become more common. The brain may process consequences differently, leading to decisions that prioritize immediate rewards over long-term outcomes. Relationships are often affected because trust becomes difficult to maintain. This can influence careers, friendships, finances, and personal relationships in significant and lasting ways over time. Number 6. Borderline personality disorder. Borderline personality disorder is characterized by intense emotional experiences, unstable relationships, and a powerful fear of abandonment. Researchers have found that emotional regulation systems in the brain may respond more intensely, causing feelings to become overwhelming very quickly. A small disagreement can feel devastating. A perceived rejection may trigger extreme emotional pain. Relationships often swing between idealization and disappointment. Because emotions can change rapidly, individuals frequently struggle with uncertainty about identity, goals, and self-image. Impulsive decisions may occur during periods of emotional distress. What makes this condition particularly challenging is the intensity of the emotional experience. Feelings that others might manage relatively easily can become deeply painful and difficult to control. Over time, these emotional fluctuations can affect relationships, work performance, and overall well-being. Despite these challenges, many individuals improve significantly with appropriate treatment and support. Number 5. Histrionic personality disorder. People with histrionic personality disorder often feel a strong need to be noticed and appreciated by others. Social interactions may become dramatic, expressive, or highly emotional. The individual often feels uncomfortable when they are not the center of attention. Because approval becomes extremely important, decisions may be influenced heavily by how others respond. Relationships can become complicated because emotions are frequently expressed with great intensity. Others may perceive their behavior as exaggerated, even when the feelings themselves are genuine. The brain places enormous value on social recognition and validation, making attention feel emotionally rewarding. Over time, this need for external approval can shape self-esteem, personal choices, and relationship dynamics. Many aspects of life become connected to the desire for acceptance, admiration, and emotional connection from those around them. Number 4. Narcissistic personality disorder. Narcissistic personality disorder involves patterns of grandiosity, a strong need for admiration, and difficulties with empathy. Researchers believe the condition often involves deeper insecurities hidden beneath an outward appearance of confidence or superiority. Individuals may view themselves as especially important, talented, or deserving of special treatment. Criticism can feel unusually threatening because it challenges their self-image. The brain becomes highly focused on protecting feelings of status and importance. Relationships may suffer because other people's needs receive less attention than personal validation. Decision-making is often influenced by recognition, success, and maintaining a favorable image. While confidence itself is not unhealthy, this disorder involves a more extreme pattern that interferes with relationships and daily functioning. The constant pursuit of admiration can shape behavior in ways that affect careers, friendships, family relationships, and overall emotional stability throughout life. Number 3. Avoidant personality disorder. The person may deeply desire relationships and connection, but avoid opportunities because the possibility of rejection feels unbearable. Compliments may be dismissed while criticism is remembered for years. The brain becomes highly sensitive to negative evaluation, constantly searching for signs of disapproval. As a result, career opportunities, friendships, and romantic relationships may be avoided despite strong personal interest. This creates a painful cycle where loneliness increases while social avoidance continues. Over time, self-confidence often declines because fewer opportunities exist to challenge fears and build positive experiences. The condition demonstrates how powerful fear of rejection can become when it begins shaping nearly every major life decision. Number 2. Dependent personality disorder. People with dependent personality disorder often struggle to make decisions without reassurance from others. Researchers describe a persistent need for support, guidance, and approval that goes beyond normal dependence. The individual may fear being alone because they doubt their ability to manage life's challenges independently. Everyday decisions that seem simple to others can feel overwhelming without advice or confirmation. Relationships often become central to emotional security because support from others provides a sense of safety. The brain tends to underestimate personal abilities while overestimating the need for external assistance. As a result, individuals may tolerate unhealthy situations rather than risk losing important relationships. This dependence can affect careers, finances, friendships, and personal growth. Over time, confidence may decrease because opportunities to develop independence are frequently avoided. The fear of standing alone becomes one of the strongest influences on decision-making. Number 1. Obsessive-compulsive personality disorder. Obsessive-compulsive personality disorder focuses on perfectionism, control, and rigid standards rather than intrusive thoughts and compulsions. Researchers have found that individuals often become intensely focused on order, rules, organization, and productivity. The brain constantly searches for ways to improve, correct, and optimize situations. While this can sometimes lead to impressive achievements, it may also create significant stress. Tasks can become difficult to finish because nothing feels good enough. Flexibility becomes challenging because deviations from expectations create discomfort. Relationships may suffer when perfectionistic standards are applied to other people as well. The desire for control can influence everything from work habits to daily routines. Over time, the pursuit of perfection may become so important that it interferes with happiness, spontaneity, and meaningful personal connections. What begins as a strength can eventually become a limitation when balance is lost. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to see more.